Hello and welcome to Hearthcrafts. My name is Charlotte and this is my channel where I talk general rubbish about my chaotic crafty life. I live on the south coast of England with my 5 neurospicy children and crafting keeps me sane. So, cast on number 11. Yee! The penultimate. Isn't that a great word? Penultimate. Cast on. I'm looking forward to finishing these cast-ons. I'm looking forward to getting back to some normality of just a weekly blog showing what I'm working on. There's also some other videos that I've got planned, so I'm looking forward to this. I'm also looking forward to this project, actually. So, as you know, Evelyn, my eldest daughter, passed her driving test 2 weeks ago, and for her 17th birthday last June, I had bought her a lovely little red Citroen C1 car. Which I'd also been teaching her to drive in. I missed that car, I'm not going to lie. I was using it as well. I have a huge long wheelbase van that I drive as my daily driver. But having that little car, I love it and I miss it. But yeah, she's off living her best life out in it all the time. She loves that little car. But she has asked me to make a crochet blanket for the back seats of her car. Now, Evelyn can crochet. I taught her to crochet and she's made some amazing things. But she's, 17, nearly 18, and she just doesn't have the time to sit down and crochet at the moment. And also she's working really, really hard to try and pass her second year of A-levels so that she can go off to university and experience the big wide world out of her mummy's nest in October. So, that's, I'm absolutely fully in support of that. She's making all the right choices. She's an amazing girl. I love her to death. Shouldn't call her a girl. She's a young woman, but she'll always be my baby, always be mummy's baby. That's what I always tell them. I'm like, you can get as big as you like, but you will always be mummy's babies. Oh. Whoa, someone's been bad. Anyway, so I have looked around various places to find. So I want to make her a granny square blanket. It's only 2 seats in the back of the car, so it hasn't got to be a massive blanket. It's decorative, but I like the idea of her having a blanket in her car. So if her car ever broke down and it was cold, she's got something there that she can wrap around herself. Because she's only tiny, and her tisms mean that she refuses to wear a coat. Excuse my hair, by the way. I've had a bath and washed my hair, and I like to let my hair dry naturally. So I'm looking a bit. Anywho, she doesn't wear coats or anything. So yeah, it'd be nice for her to have a blanket in the back of her car in case of emergency anyway, but we want to make it look a little bit pretty, because it will be a decorative feature on the back seats of her car. So her favorite colors are black and red. Excuse me. Her favorite colors are black and red. So instantly I thought, skulls. I know that there's some really, really cool skull granny square patterns out there. So I went hunting, and I found one, which I really like. I have some issues, like my spidey senses are tingling. I do have quite a good sixth sense for things. I have quite a good sixth sense for things. Do you know what? Just on that, by the way, on my pronunciation of words, it makes me laugh because I've started watching Young Sheldon from season 1 because it's just come on Discovery Plus, which is my favourite streaming thingy. And in one of them, they're obviously all from Texas, and in one of them, he says that he chooses a different accent because he doesn't particularly like the sort of accent of Texan folk and his family. That's why he sounds so different to the rest of his family, which I thought is absolutely hilarious because it reminds me of me. Not that I'm anywhere near as intelligent as Sheldon, but we share that. I force myself to talk a certain way because that's how I prefer to sound. Anywho, so I found this pattern. It's on Etsy, and I was like, okay, great. So I purchased the pattern, and then I kind of looked at the seller and I thought, I don't know. There was just something about it, and then I searched again, and the exact same pattern with the exact same pictures came up under a different seller, and it's on there about 3 times or something under different sellers, all which say they are located in Turkey. And I was thinking, okay, so my initial thought was, okay, perhaps I've just purchased like a fake AI pattern. But then when the pattern it came through. What is wrong with me today? It's because I'm rushing, because I've only got like 5 minutes before I have to leave for the school run. When it came through, it's very detailed and like it has really good pictures, and you know, it looked like a genuine pattern. So then I started panicking, thinking, oh my goodness, what if this pattern has been stolen from someone? That would be really bad. And I've seen a lot of it happening recently. But one pattern that I bought ages ago, from a particular designer, a sort of a cardigan, and she posted on her Instagram this week that there is a website that has listed it as their pattern, and there's other patterns on there from other designers which have also been pinched. And I'm like, oh my goodness, what if I have just bought a pattern that has been stolen from the original designer? So what I would like is, if anybody recognizes this pattern and knows the original designer, please let me know, because I will absolutely, if I find out it's a stolen pattern, I find out who it's been stolen from, I will absolutely go to that designer's website or whatever. I searched Ravelry. I can't find this pattern on Ravelry. I Google searched. I've searched and searched and searched. If I find out who the original designer is, if that is the case, it might not even be, then I will gladly pay for the pattern from them. So yeah, it concerns me slightly, but like I said, I couldn't find the pattern anywhere else, and I really, really like it. So we'll see. But yeah, let me know if you know of anyone that possibly it looks like this pattern is from. Anyway, the yarn that I'm using is the same as what I bought it at the same time as when I bought the stuff for my Sunflower Granny Square cardigan. So I'll just show you this really quickly. It is King Cole Price Wise double knitting. I have bought the wine colorway, which is like a darker, so that's looking a lot brighter on camera than it actually is. It's more, you compare it to my bright red cushions. I wonder if that will make a difference. They look like the same color, they're really not. This is like a more of like a darker burgundy type red, like wine. And then I have also got the same in black, and I have the same in white. Oh, so that's upside down, for goodness sake, what is wrong with me? Right, so there we go. Those are the yarns. Right, slow your brain down. Those are the yarns that I will be using. So I'm going to get on with it, have a little go and see how this works out, and I will catch up with you in a bit. Okay, so having tried this pattern, I'm now thinking actually possibly it wasn't stolen from somebody else. Maybe it was genuinely an AI pattern or something else, because I could not get this pattern to sit right. Okay, so let me show you my first attempt. This is my first attempt at this pattern. Now, no amount of blocking is ever going to be able to make that granny square sit properly. There's too many stitches. They're too big. Like, it doesn't sit right. So I thought, I'm going to try it again, because it could very well be a me problem. I'm not even saying that it's a pattern problem. It could very well be a me problem. So I thought, I'm going to give it a go. And the same thing was happening. So I went rogue. I know enough about granny squares and things to, I think, be able to work out a way of making it work. So this is attempt number 2. Well, technically number 3. So attempt number 2 still wasn't working. And this is what I came up with. It's very difficult to, wonder if I can. I don't think that helps at all. So it's still exactly the same with these, although I made these slightly shorter. I think in the original pattern they were like double, treble, quadruple, blah, 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 blah. So I just made those a little bit shorter, those ones in the corner. And I just felt like there was, when you come to do the actual granny, it's really difficult to see, I'm really sorry, props on the grey couch background is better, but when you actually come to do sort of these granny square stitches, they weren't like that. They were like, you do a few and then you put one in the top of the stitch and things like that, and it just wasn't working out. I just felt like there was too many stitches, and that's why it was all ended up all skew-with. I then sort of turned it and did a row around the top of just double crochets to try and flatten it out a little bit. And that is much better. That is much better as a usable granny square than this. It's just not, that's never going to play ball, ever. It's not even, you can't even fake that as a square. This one, however, is sitting a lot better. Now, since making this one, I've had some other ideas as well. Like, I'd really like to make these bigger. And also, at the moment, those bits there are attached to the top of the petal. Now, I'm thinking if I were to move that and attach it down, make these stitches longer and attach them behind the petal, like at the back here, then it would mean that those petals will pop slightly. I'm also thinking I might make those petals bigger. It's not quite what I thought it was going to be. The flower isn't quite as dramatic as I'd hoped. I like the way it looks. Like I said, this is much nicer than the original attempt. I don't hate it. My plan is to do alternate these squares with like a plain red one, a plain white one, and a plain black one. So it's kind of got that granny square effect, but with these chucked in every now and then. And because of that, I want it to be a little bit more dramatic. Like my, like this kind of drama. You realise this sunflower granny square has ruined me. And I want every single granny square I ever make to be this amazing, to be this dramatic. Like, I love it. But yeah, so I'm going to go back to the drawing board on that. I think the pattern was fine-ish. But I think I have another skull granny square pattern, and I'm thinking I could maybe combine the two. Anyway, this is as good as it gets for now, and I'm going to have to come up with, I'm going to have a little play around with this and maybe come up with a bit of my own design. But I don't hate it, and I'm definitely glad that I went with these colours. The colours are beautiful. They're very, very even. Oh, we're going again. Anyway, I don't live in the inner city. You would think I did. So yes, that is how far we got with that. It will become a blanket. I will make a blanket for her car. And yes, it will all be lovely. Thank you ever so much for watching. I really appreciate it. I will see you again next time for the last 12 cast on. I'm excited. I'm excited. I'm proud of myself for getting this far as well, and not like giving up and being like, oh my goodness, this is just too much. I'm actually really enjoying it, really enjoying the process, and I'm really looking forward to the dice rolling part of it as well. I spoke to Thina this morning, and I said to her, on Sundays you can do the dice roll for me. I will record you rolling the 12-sided dice, and you can pick the number on a Sunday for me. That is going to be my focus project for the next week, and she loves that. She loves getting involved. Anyway, I am going to go. Thank you ever so much. You are all amazing, and well done to everyone who has finished their 12 cast-ons. I've been watching along. I absolutely love watching all of your 12 cast-on videos. Thank you so much to Ange for coming up with this amazing idea, and we're doing it, people. We're doing it. The 31st is Saturday, I think. Today is Wednesday, the something or other, the Wednesday before the 31st. I don't know, but we've literally got Thursday, Friday, Saturday, so we've got 3 more days. So you will see me in the next 3 days with my last cast on, which I'm not even 100% sure what it's going to be, if I'm honest. Not 100% sure, but we will see. Anywho, have an amazing day or evening, whenever you're watching this. I appreciate you all. Thank you so much for being here, and just take care of yourselves and be kind to yourselves. Don't put pressure on your crafting and your making. It's fun. This is our hobby. Anyway, bye. Okay. Really random here. I've just come on quickly because I've just gone to walk out the door or get my shoes on, do something useful, pick a child up from school, whatever. And I realised that I've got Evelyn's blanket from her room hanging over my banister to dry. Eddie, shush! And look what it's got on it. I'm sorry about the dogs. Eddie, shh. Look. There's me thinking that I've had an original idea, and no, she's already got a black. I mean, it's not going to be the same because it's not crochet, but also, look. Do you think we might have a thing for skulls and roses? I mean, really. Anyway, bye.